What's going on, folks? BCS could just have gotten turned over and flipped over. Now, we realize it's only halftime. It's only halftime. Ohio State has an excellent chance of coming back in this ball game. If you're well coached and you're the better team, you've got to win this ball game. You've got 30 more minutes to win and settle everything down where it's not going to be a ruckus. But if Wisconsin wins this game tonight, with the current state of the BCS 4, who are they? Who would it be? In the top 4, 2 teams will have lost, being Georgia and if Ohio State loses. If that's the case, who are the 4 teams that belong in the BCS? Well, LSU belongs number 1. Either way, Ohio State is monkeyed around too much around with Wisconsin. You can't do that. You know, you play them with fire. You're down 21-7 at halftime right now, 10 p.m. Before the bowl selection committee tomorrow. That you can't be in this position if you're Ohio State. If you win, obviously you're in, but you cannot win and expect to be number 1. LSU has got to be the number 1 team in the country now. Ohio State, I'm sorry, has to slide down to at least number 3. So we're going to put Clemson number 2 right now. Okay, I've got LSU number 1, Clemson number 2. All right, then you start just shoveling up teams, and you got to figure out where do they belong. Well, okay, will Ohio State belong in the top 4 if they lose tonight? I don't think so. So that takes them out of the equation. Georgia lost to LSU. Do they belong in? They lost 2 games now. You're out of here. Utah, you lost your championship game. You're out of here. Oklahoma has lost 1 ball game. 2 open spots. Oklahoma, you're in. You're in there. Baylor lost to Oklahoma, 11-2. You're out of here. Now, then you got Wisconsin. And Wisconsin, if they win this game tonight, they'll be 10-2. Now, Ohio State will be 12-1. I realize that, but this is the Big Ten championship. It should matter for something. If Wisconsin wins this ball game tonight, even with 2 wins, they belong in the tournament. I'm sorry. If you beat Ohio State on a neutral field, you belong there. So that's my feeling. Number 1, LSU. Number 2, Clemson. Number 3, Oklahoma. Number 4, Wisconsin. Ohio State, you're out of here. If you lose tonight, you don't belong in it. That's who I think. And that would put LSU playing Wisconsin. And that would have Oklahoma playing Clemson. LSU playing Wisconsin. That's right. Clemson playing Oklahoma. I'm right here, man. I'm right here. Yeah. I started a new video. Yeah. You had to chase your niece down. Yeah, I just said I was going to start a new video on this. So you tell me out there and wherever you're at, who belongs in the playoff and who does not. If Ohio State wins, this is the way I see it. LSU number 1, Clemson number 2, Ohio State with its sucky performance they've got tonight, number 3, and Oklahoma number 4. That would put LSU, Oklahoma playing each other, Clemson, Ohio State playing each other. She was crying for that. All right. You was just saying how much she loved you. She was crying for no reason. She don't like YouTube. Now, if Ohio State loses tonight, what should happen? This is my take on it. LSU is number 1. Clemson's number 2. Oklahoma would be all the way from 6-3. And Wisconsin from 8-4. How about that? They belong. That's my opinion. They're up 21-7 right now. I still say they lose. I still say Ohio State finds a way to win this game. I hope they don't, but they got too much talent. They got too much talent. They're indoors. They're going to find a way to win. I said all along they wouldn't go win by 8.5 points. I don't think they will. But I think Ohio State's going to find a way to win this ball game. I hope they don't, though. But the coach is going to be looked at very hard here if they lose this ball game. Also, I'm hearing on the wires as of the last 2-3 hours, Jerry Jones is talking to Urban Meyer. He is actually talking to Urban Meyer. He may let Jason Garrett go as early as next week. Philadelphia is playing tomorrow. They should win. If they do, they'll be tied. Philadelphia, Dallas, with 3 games to go, or 4 games to go, something like that, 3 or 4 games to go. Philadelphia has to go to Washington. Dallas has to go to Washington. It's going to be interesting the way things go. But Philadelphia has the easier schedule of the 2 teams between Philadelphia and Dallas. They've got the easier schedule. Jason Garrett will not make it through the rest of this season. People are saying he's going to make it all the way to the end. I don't see it. They're going to get rid of him. Now, do I think Jason Garrett should lose his job? Not only do I think he should lose his job, I don't think their starting quarterback deserves top 10 pay. Dak Prescott is not a top 10 quarterback, folks. All you got to do is watch him play. Look at his record. Watch his record. Look at his record. You can't be a top 10 quarterback with a losing record. You just can't. You cannot make $30 million. You do realize Tom Brady's making $18 million. He's the 23rd highest paid quarterback. Tom Brady. And he's got 6 rings. Tom Brady has 6 rings. Dak Prescott has none. And Dak Prescott wants $30 million a year. $30 million. You go with that the way you want to, but I'm sorry. But I'm hearing that Urban Meyer will be the next Dallas coach, is what I'm hearing. It's what I'm hearing now. And it could be as early as Monday or Tuesday. Everybody is denying it. In Dallas, they are denying it. But I have it from a decent source. Not the best source, but a decent source in the Philadelphia area, in the Dallas area. He is a friend of mine. He is a radio broadcaster, and he heard that Urban Meyer actually made a trip down to Dallas. He came down Dallas-Fort Worth, and he was actually going out to Arlington. I don't think he's going down there to sit there and wait for the Cotton Bowl in 2 weeks. I don't think he's waiting for that. And I personally think he's going to be the next Dallas coach. I think he will be. So we're going to see. But I say by Tuesday or Wednesday, if Philadelphia wins tomorrow, Dallas is going to have all the pressure on their back. The Joneses have all the pressure on their back right now. They have made such idiotic moves the last 15 years. It's unheard of. With the players they've got, there's no way in hell they should have a losing record. And I'm not a Dallas fan. but there's no way with that roster they should be a losing team. And you look at the teams they've lost to. I mean, damn, you've lost to the Jets. You've lost to the Dolphins. You can't do that. Oh, did Dallas lose to the Dolphins? Dallas has lost to maybe Cleveland. I don't forgot, but I've seen, between them and Philadelphia, they've lost to every bad team out there. You can't do that if you're going to expect to be even a playoff team. And now, the Dr. Pepper Challenge. I tell you what, the women are always good at this stuff. You don't have to talk about us. The women are always good at this. Watch this. Oh, that's a little guy. Oh, that's two little guys there doing it. All right. Little way they doing it. He ain't missing. He ain't missing. Watch out for him. And the little guy won. The little guy, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. The girl won earlier today. The young lady won. They get to practice for like an hour or two doing that crap. So, yeah, 21-7. You're right. 21-7. Check out the broadcaster. Check out the broadcaster girl right there. They not just one, man. They got one on each side. How about that? Well, Julio, he's ready, ain't he? He's rocking the mustache. He's rocking the stash. Give him some money. Give him some money. Look at that. So whoosh. We'll make another one. So whoosh. It's a lot of money. I don't drink Dr. Pepper. I wouldn't even for that money. I don't like Dr. Pepper at all. So, yeah. And I hadn't even made this statement yet. Free agency in baseball. Free agency in baseball. It looks like if you're a Washington Nationals fan, you may be in trouble this year because it looks like you're going to lose Rendon and you may lose Strasburg both. Now, on the good side, on the flip side, how is it 10 o'clock and I'm in the bed? Sean, you're not in the bed. You're on the computer with me. I'm hearing Rendon is heading to Texas, and I'm hearing that Strasburg is almost good as signed in New York. But if you're a Washington Nationals fan, all is not lost. Josh Donaldson could be your next third baseman. So you could be worse. So it looks like that the way the cookie is crumbling right now, the Yankees may get Cole and Strasburg. They may get both of them. And the Angels were counting on getting maybe both of those guys. The Angels wanted to spend some money this offseason, and it doesn't look like they're going to get to. Looks like they're blocking them. The Yankees are putting a lot of money out there, and I can promise you this. Let's just say this now. Let's say the Yankees offer let's say they offer Strasburg $32 million. Okay, with his agent, the agent that Strasburg has, if Washington only offers $31 million, he's not going to be a Washington National. He's going to go where the money goes. Promise you that. Garrett Cole has the same. He has the same representative, Scott Boras. Scott Boras is going to take his client to wherever the money is. He always has. Bryce Harper last year, he's a Scott Boras client. He went to Philadelphia. Now, had Philadelphia not spent $20 million on friggin' Zach Wheeler, which I don't understand that one at all. That was the stupidest move ever. I would have thought they would have had a chance to go after Rendon and been like, okay, we'll pay you $250 for 7 years. But what's up, Interzone? But I think that boat is sailed. If you were not making a video, I would be bored. You got the football game to watch. Football game keep you awake. So my top four. If this score stays the same, if Wisconsin wins, here's my top four. Number 1, LSU. Number 2, Clemson. Number 3, Oklahoma. Number 4, Wisconsin. I'm saying Wisconsin, even with 2 wins, jumps over Ohio State. Ohio State, you got to win your conference championship. If you don't win, you don't belong in the top 4. You do not belong in the championships. You do not belong there. Georgia is already out. Ohio State will be out. Utah lost. Oklahoma belongs in there. They belong at number 3. Baylor lost to Oklahoma. Wisconsin, you put this showing on, especially if you keep putting on a beating. If you can put on a good whipping, there's no doubt you belong in there. Now, how do I think the voters are going to go? This is what I think will happen. I think if this score stays the same, this is my prediction. LSU number 1, Clemson number 2, Ohio State will still get in number 3, and Oklahoma will be number 4. If it stays this way, I still say they put Ohio State in, which is a travesty. They can be undefeated right now. Rob, you said 2 minutes. I was like, where's Rob? But it's a travesty if Ohio State goes to the bowl championship series in the playoffs and lose tonight. That's my opinion. You guys can post yours up if you want to. Oh, in my eyes right now, LSU's number 1. Even if Ohio State comes back and wins tonight, LSU's number 1. Then Ohio State can fight with Clemson over number 2. It doesn't matter. Those two are going to be playing each other anyway. Ohio State, Clemson. They're going to be fighting if they win. And then Oklahoma will be coming up playing LSU. Oklahoma shocked me that they didn't win bigger. I expected them to win. I expected them to win bigger than they did. I've picked every one of them today. I picked every game across the board except what was the one game I missed? I missed one. Cincinnati, Memphis. Cincinnati, Memphis. I missed that. But I picked every other one. I picked Oklahoma. I actually said I think Ohio State wins this game, but I don't think they're going to win by over a field goal. But let's see what's happening here. See, they've been toying with them. Now they're throwing the ball down the field. They're going to dance around a little bit. Wisconsin has to stick with their game. They got to run the ball, and then when they get tired of running, run the ball a little bit more. That's what Wisconsin has to do. I don't care if Ohio State's throwing the ball down there and getting a touchdown in 2 plays. Who cares? You gotta right now. Your biggest thing is if you're in Wisconsin, you got to get the ball down from one side of the field to the other and run it through them. You've done it the first half. You got to do it the second half. We'll see. But anybody that says this team is number 1 in the country is out of their mind. LSU would blow these boys off the field. This is another Georgia right here. This is another Georgia. touchdown. Yep. 21-14. Like I say, Sean, the comeback is on. They're going to come back and win, I think. But let's see if he caught this ball. I don't think so. I don't think that's a catch. I don't think that's a catch. I think he was. Whoa. Take another look at that, boys. Take another look at that ball. That was moving around. Wow. Anybody else see that? Man, I'm not sure he had that ball in his hand. My cousin was like, I just want someone to play with. 21-14. I'm not so sure about that one, guys. I'm not sure about that one. That was close. Now, who was shocked about the fight earlier? Who thought Ruiz was going to win? Who thought Joshua was going to win? I stated it a week ago how I thought it was going to happen, and I didn't think it was no way. I stated it. Anybody that saw my video last week, I said Ruiz was going to come in. He was going to get tired and out of shape. He may hit Joshua a few times. I thought Joshua would come back and win the fight. Now, let me also state this. I think Ruiz deserves a rematch. Let it be the rubber match and end it right there. Whoever wins it, end it. But I'm hearing the Joshua camp does not want to fight him again. They don't want nothing to do with Ruiz one more time. I don't know. The problem is Ruiz didn't take his fight serious enough. He's a millionaire now. He was not a millionaire until June. Anytime money hits you in the butt like that, and trust me, I'm in my 50s, and if anybody has ever gotten a crap load of money at one time, you know what I'm talking about. And I think the richness hit him, and I told you that a week ago. Being the rich man, being out of shape, and also fighting a guy that is in really good shape. And I said it was going to be a decision, and it would go Joshua's way, and I was right. Now I don't think Joshua. The problem with Joshua is this: he can't turn away from everybody. I don't think he wants to fight Ruiz because Ruiz is capable of knocking him out. But don't come over to the United States and think Wilder and Fury can't beat him. I think they both can beat him. I think he's the third best heavyweight right now. I think Fury is the best. I think Wilder's second best. And then I think Joshua's third best. Joshua Connor from UFC spent $100 million. Yeah, you can lose a lot of money doing a lot of different things. But personally, I think Ruiz deserves a rematch. If you want to have it in your home country in England, fine. I don't have a problem with that. You can have it right in the middle of London. Have it right there at Wembley Stadium, wherever. Does not matter. But I think he deserves that. I don't think he'll get it. And I think, personally, Joshua's next opponent will be somebody we probably haven't heard. If you're not a big boxing fan, it's not going to be none of those three. It's not going to be Fury or Ruiz or Wilder. I think he'll fight somebody else. That's just me. The comeback is on, boys and girls. The comeback is on. I think they're going to win this fight, win this game. And pressure's on Ohio State here, but they're pretty good defensively. Why are they throwing the ball? Why are you throwing the ball? Why are you throwing the ball? Why are you throwing the football? Why? Now you're going to get in a shouting match. They're coming apart. Alabama's going to the mashed potato bowl. Yeah. Ohio State fans going crazy. Look at them. They're going crazy because they know what's happening. They know what's happening. Wisconsin is coming apart at the seams right here. And they're going to have to throw the ball again. Idiots. Look, I'm telling you, once a hurricane comes and starts blowing on you, you need to either get the hell out of the way or outrun it. Look at that. Look at that. Wisconsin's got the ball, but it's going the other way. They just got sacked, and they're punting. 21-14, and Wisconsin's punting. It's just like Ohio State's winning right now. And now, he dropped the football. He dropped the football. 15-yard line. The punter dropped the football. Ohio State ball at the Wisconsin 15. This game, I'm telling you, the game is over. The game is over, folks. Watch this. Oh, he hit him in the wrong spot. Hit him in his damn hands. Can you believe that? Is that a Big Cheese special? BCS, yeah. Bowl Championship Series. I'm telling again, who's your four? Who's your four? Who goes in? All right, let's say first off, if Wisconsin wins, who's the four that goes? I've already stated who I think deserves. Ken is a writer, a noted writer up in the Northeast. Sean in Interzone, he is you can go look up his articles. He is big into hockey. No idea? Well, let me ask you this. If Ohio State loses tonight, should they play in that bowl championship series? If they lose tonight in their conference championship, do you think they belong in it? They're not going to lose, though. I said at halftime they weren't going to lose. They were down 21-7. And I told Sean, now they're at the 10-yard line. They're 10 yards away from scoring a tying touchdown. You say yes. I'm going to say they don't belong. I say you got to win your conference championship to get into it. That's my opinion. I think you need to win your conference championship. LSU to me is still head and shoulders above anybody. I have not seen anybody this year that I think can put a show on like LSU. And I'm including Clemson in this. Clemson they've got holes. Their problem, their quarterback, he can be a little inaccurate at times. And wow, they're going to have to kick a field goal. Wow, they stopped him. Good job, Wisconsin. Good job, Wisconsin. So that's 24-20. 24-20. I'm sorry, 21-17. 21-17. I'm sorry. So it's a four-point game. About half the third quarter's over with, I'd say, something like that. Maybe not even that much yet. But, yeah. So much been going on in sports this week. It's nuts. Let's see. Well, pro football. I actually worked for AP when we did rankings. Oh, okay. All right. Now, did you get a vote? Did you get a vote weekly yourself? You asking me, Interzone? You asking me what I thought about the fight? Or you asking Ken? Me. Exactly as I predicted. Um, you got a guy. You got a guy in Ruiz that became a millionaire overnight in June, July, August, September, October, November, December. It's been about 6 months since this guy became a millionaire. Before that, he even said he was fighting just to pay for a house. So he was an instant millionaire in June. Well, okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah. He gained 19 pounds. Okay. I don't know if you ever watched pizza reviews with Dave Portnoy. Have you ever heard of him, Dave Portnoy? Barstool Sports. Have you ever heard of him? He's actually on YouTube. He's actually on YouTube. Dave Portnoy. He does pizza reviews. Ruiz did a pizza review with him in October. It was either in October or early November. Did a damn God in a couple of months. Do you? I don't. I don't think so. I think Joshua is going to avoid him at all costs. Number one, Ruiz's camp is going to be like on him now. Be like, okay, look, you got two ways you can go, brother. You can become a pro. You can become a pro boxer, or you can become a professional eater. You got two choices. Now, if you want to be a pro fighter and you're tough as you are, you listen to us. We can get you back on track. Number two, Joshua has felt that punch upside his face. He got hit a few times today. Sean, it's called eating and not working out. 19 pounds is that's a lot of weight, but he gained 19. He got hit a few times by by Ruiz today. And if you've seen it, he rocked him. What was it, the seventh round, eighth round? He rocked him. He actually, and he gave out a time. But I mean, had he had another 30 seconds in that round, he would have beaten him. He actually hurt Joshua. But Joshua had a good corner. They came up with a great game plan. Let's outscore this guy. Hit him, get the hell away from him. Hit him, get away from him. Hit him, get away from him. And if you don't even hit him, make sure he doesn't hit you. That was the game plan. He outscored him. He clearly won the fight. And on 3 cards, it was not even close. So I give the judges big ups on that. Ruiz got beat. But I don't know who Joshua wants next. That's a great question, but I don't think he wants any more with Ruiz. And all right, then you're starting to talk. Okay, well then, can he beat Wilder or Fury? No. In one word, no. He cannot beat either one of those two fighters. I don't think he can. Right now, my top 4: Fury, Wilder, Joshua, Ruiz. That's my top 4 right now. Now, if Ruiz gets another chance at him, I don't think he'll beat him unless he knocks him out. And I said that this time too. I thought in order for Ruiz to win, he had to knock him out. I didn't think he would. Now, if they fight again, depending on how he comes in, if he loses some weight, but you can tell he's done some working out, doing some stuff, fight again next June or July, then I'm not going to bet against Ruiz because I know he's got a great punch. probably the second best punch in heavyweights. I think Fury is probably the best. I think Ruiz has a better punch than even Wilder does. I really do. Ruiz when he hit Joshua, he hurt him. First fight and this fight. He did not use his time wisely. Rounds 4 through 8, he should have been working on him, and he was not. He only got beaten in those rounds. You can't do that. And if you're that big a guy, you don't want to go that far with that guy either. He had to take him out early, and he couldn't do it. Sean is watching his little niece. She's 5 years old. And he's having fun with her. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I'm actually going to have I'm going to try to have something going on YouTube one day this week. Yep. Mine's not in that order though, Derek. I got LSU number 1 after that debacle of a first half. I got LSU number 1 now. Ohio State can't keep number 1 after the way they played the first half. They can't stay number 1. They played like crap in the first half. You can't do that. Now, Derek, what happens if they lose? What does Derek say there? If Ohio State loses this game, who's your top 4? In order. Now, tell me what you think it would be right now. Let's say if they drop this game, who should it be before they drop rankings out? Because we'll know tonight who the hell they're going to pick before tomorrow. I've already dropped mine out there. I've already told mine. Wow. Not me. Not me. You lose your conference championship. Wisconsin, you're in, boys. I'm sorry. Even with 2 wins, bye-bye, Ohio State. You lose this game. No way. No way. I hope not. I figure that's the way to go. And I've told everybody in here, I figure Ohio State to get 3, even if they lose. But I hope they don't. I hope they lose out. I hope Wisconsin goes. I hope so. You lose your conference championship game. You do not belong. It doesn't matter. They made it to the conference championship. You beat Ohio State. There's no way you shouldn't be able to overtake Ohio State, even with the 1 loss. If they beat them, this is not in Ohio State. This is not in Wisconsin. This is a championship game. You don't win that, you don't belong. There's no way in hell you ought to be winning the national championship. No way. No way. I disagree with that one all the way. Yeah. Hell, Well, the fact is, Oregon's problem is this. They were so far down. They lost 2 ball games. They lost 2. Don't forget now. They didn't lose 1. They had lost 2 ball games. And Oregon plays in the Pac-12. The Pac-12. Let's look at the body of work. Yeah, Illinois beat Wisconsin. Illinois had Penn State on the road. Did Illinois beat Penn State? Let's see, who did Illinois beat? They weren't the worst team out there, but I'm just saying, Illinois beating Wisconsin is not quite as bad as Oregon. Oregon got 2 losses in conference in Pac-12. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't lose to USC. You can't lose to UCLA. Cal. You cannot lose to those teams. But you can't, I'm sorry, but you cannot lose to a Pac-12 team is not a Big 12 team. Pac-12 sucks. Washington State. Every year, everybody tells me, well, Washington's a top 5 team in the country. Then Washington State comes in and beats them. Oregon comes in and beats them. Beavers comes in. Come on. Come on. Come on. ACC is a better conference than the Pac-12. Let's just end it right there. And ACC stinks. They are really bad. Miami's not good. Hell, when Wake Forest, Washington got walloped twice. They fell. What the hell happened to them? They fell out. They fell out of the top 25. Yeah, they fell out. They're out of the top 25. When USC is in your top 25, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. And then they're keeping Helton. Is that his name, Helton? They're keeping their coach. What's his name? Helton. And I heard why they kept him. And you won't believe why they kept him. Boom. Oh, I thought he was going to hit the upright. He missed a field goal. Clay Helton. Yeah, Clay Helton. Does everybody know why they kept him? Because USC has been sued, not in the sports, not in the sports side, but in the academic side, for over like almost $500 million over the last 40 years. They taking the money from the sports department and paying out these fines or whatever of those lawsuits. They are broke. USC is a broke college. They have no money. Clay Helton, they're going to have to be happy with you. Oh yeah, Ruiz. He put a sad performance up today, but USC is a broke university. It may be. I don't know, but they are a broke university right now. They have no money, and the people that support that college, okay, are not actors. Actors went to, Stanford, Cal, Penn, Dartmouth, Brown, all those. That's where the big actors and actresses that make millions and multi-millions of dollars. He went to McDonald's after the fight. But USC is getting no help from none of their alumni. And until they do, until they get some help, USC is in some serious trouble. But, I think it's a moot point as far as Ohio State losing tonight. I think they're going to win, but I just think they should be dropped to number 2. That's my opinion. I think Ohio State should be number 2 after tonight if they win. LSU's the best team out there anyway. LSU's best team out there. Florida State just hires another football coach. They went through. How many have they went through since Bobby Bowden left? They went through about 4. Yeah, Ruiz was making a killer payday. That's right. But Florida State goes to another coach. So is this their 3rd or 4th? I think it's their 4th coach since Bowden. I think it's their 4th. That's a sad program. That is a sad program. I don't know what's going to come of them. I've always kind of rooted for Florida State. USC's recruits are either going to Notre Dame which Notre Dame is getting back into prominence, or like you say, they go into Washington, Oregon. Yep, you're right. SC has nothing to offer anybody anymore. They just don't have anything. And then, sad as it is, we know some of these recruits want money, and they just don't have it. We know some of these guys are making money. And you can tell me what you want to. Some of these guys got brand new cars sitting at their house. Call it the way you want to. Ohio State's running the ball up and down the field on them now. 21-17. Let's see. What's the score? I mean, no, I don't need to know what the score is. I want to know how much time's left. It's still 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter, guys, and they're at the 50-yard line. So this game, they'll win. But even if they do, after putting their fans and putting a lot of folks, up in arms, 21-7 halftime. I'm sorry. LSU's number one. Clemson, wow, they allowed 17 points to UVA. University of Virginia, 8:13 left to go in the fourth quarter. Clemson 55, Virginia 17. You heard that one, Sean. Sean's a big Virginia fan. University of Virginia. So, but yeah, the one I missed today was Memphis and Cincinnati. I picked Cincinnati to win that ball game. The rest of them I picked right. I got all of them right. So, and I picked Ohio State to win. I said they won't go win by 8.5 points, though. I still don't think they will. Wisconsin has some pride. Wisconsin has some pride to them. So, and don't forget next Saturday, Army-Navy. Army-Navy's playing. Penalty. PI. It's only 15 yards in college, which sucks. Pass interference should be pass interference. I don't care who. Yeah, go Army. I'm with you. I hope they win. I haven't even looked to see who's favored. Let me see. Navy. Navy's favored by 5. And they're playing in Link. They're playing into Link this year. Never went to one of those games. They say it was awesome to go watch an Army-Navy game. Just an awesome, awesome experience. But I never went. That's not PI, guys. That's not pass interference. Anybody see that last play? That is not pass interference. Come on. It should not have been a pass interference call. I don't know if it was. Looks like it was called. 1st and 10 for Ohio State, inside the 20 now. And let's see what they're going to do. Touchdown, Ohio State. They got the lead that quick. And it's 23-21 Ohio State over Wisconsin now. That's called 16 unanswered. It's fixed to be 17 unanswered points. Wisconsin just and should their coach make it? Yeah, they're coming back. They are coming back. I still don't think it should be number one though. But it's not going to matter. They're not going to beat. They're not Clemson or they're not as good as Clemson or LSU. Not a chance. The only sad part is I wish they'd be number 2 so they'd get a chance to play Clemson. And then if you beat Clemson, then you get to play LSU. Yeah. Wisconsin forgot they played 2 halves of football. Idiots. That's their problem. Big news on the free agency front. I am hearing this is what now. First off, I heard earlier today from a friend of mine that's actually a radio broadcaster in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Jason Garrett is out of here. Jason Garrett is out. And I'm taking his word on it. He says if Philadelphia loses tomorrow, Garrett could be out of the office as early as Tuesday. Urban Meyer is going to be the next coach at Dallas. Urban Meyer. So we'll see what happens there. Free agency in baseball. The team that should have a sad face right now may not keep a sad face long, but we'll see. I'm hearing Steven Strasburg is almost ready to sign with the New York Yankees. I'm hearing the Yankees have got him just about ready to sign. Right around the 30 mil mark. 30 million a year. That's going to leave Garrett Cole to make a little bit more. He's probably going to be making 32, 33 million a year. That's going to be way, proportionate or whatever. But I'm hearing it's somewhere around the 4 to 5 year mark, anywhere from 130 to 170 for Strasburg. And Cole could go there, yeah. But all is not lost in Washington. I'm hearing Rendon, he's out of here as well. All is not lost in Washington. Donaldson, the third baseman, I've heard that it is heating up big time with Donaldson. Josh Donaldson, my prediction is going to be a Washington National before Christmas, and maybe before the winter meetings. But I think Josh Donaldson is going to sign on the line in Washington. That leaves Philadelphia. Who are they going to get for a third baseman? Moustakas is already signed. Well, this is just hearsay. I don't know anything about this one. This is not anything I've heard for certain. But I've heard the Chris Bryant deal could be more active than ever coming to Philadelphia. Now, in the process, they're going to have to give up something. Well, I'm hearing that Mookie Betts in Boston could be shipped to Chicago. In the process, then what do the Red Sox want? Well, Red Sox want some flexibility. So I think Rendon is in Texas. I think he's in Texas, going to be a Ranger. I think he's there. I don't think he's going nowhere. I think he's staying there. The rumor is that the Red Sox want flexibility if they're getting rid of Betts. The best flexibility they can get is this minor league third baseman from the Phillies. I don't even know his name. Tough, something like that, and a minor league pitcher or two, and they're going to ship him up to Boston. That's what I've been hearing. It's a three-way trade between Philadelphia, Boston, and the Cubs. The Cubs, the only reason they want to try to get Mookie Betts is they realize Hayward probably is going to be in a trade very, very soon too. We'll see about that. I've been hearing Hayward wants to go back south again. He may want to go back to Atlanta. Who knows? Atlanta's got their wallets open this year, that's for sure, and they're willing to pay some people. Hayward strikes out a lot though, so we got to see about that. Right now, Ruiz from the Dodgers. That's the one I want to see. Where is he going to land? I'm gonna be surprised if the Phillies don't go after him. Isn't he a left-hander? They need a left-hander more than anything. I know they're not after Cole and they're not after Strasburg. As of Thursday, they had not even talked to either one of them. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Wisconsin, those poor guys, they got to fight just to get back in the game now. A minute and a half left in the third. And Ohio State's not going to make it easy on them now. That's for sure. Oh, and they punt 4th down already. Jeez. I have not. You know what? I have not done my NFL picks of the week. Let me do my NFL picks. Okay. NFL picks of the week. I didn't give an NFL week last week or two. I haven't done it. Just due to the fact of my YouTube standing, I didn't know whether I was going to come back, whether I wasn't coming back. So I don't know. Carolina and Atlanta. Carolina is a 3.5-point dog. Why? Why? I don't understand that one. Atlanta's been playing like your dogs lately. Carolina's not that bad. Oh, Atlanta's at home. Atlanta's at home. Ooh, it's the first time I've even looked at it, whoever's playing. I'm gonna take Atlanta in this ball game, and I'm even taking to cover. 31-21, Atlanta beats Carolina. Baltimore at Buffalo. Buffalo is 6-point dog. I'm telling you right now, Baltimore, watch out. This is a team that can match up with you. Buffalo's as good a defensive team as Buffalo's as good as Baltimore is. It's all a matter if they can stop Lamar Jackson. I'm not sure they can, but I'll tell you what. I like Buffalo better than 6 points. So we're going to do it this way. I'm going to say Baltimore wins 28-27, but Buffalo will cover. I think Buffalo can win that ball game. Cincinnati at Cleveland. Cleveland a 7-point. Ravens may do it. They could. Rams are in some trouble this year, though. Cleveland 7-point favorites, but they are at home against Cincinnati. Cincinnati's got to be happy they won last week. They're all tickled. That don't take you this week. That don't bring you to this week. Cleveland, with all of their mess that they've got, is still a better team. They should beat Cincinnati handily. I think they'll beat them. I'm not sure handily. I think they cover 28-20. Cleveland wins, and they'll cover. Washington going to Green Bay. Green Bay's a 12.5-point favorite. And I tell you right now, I'm just going to let you in on this one. There's a few guys on the Washington team that does not like Aaron Rodgers, and they're on the defensive side of the football. They do not like him. 12's awful high, especially a Green Bay team. I don't care if they are 9-3. Washington, they've played some tough games here the last few games. Green Bay's going to win 31-21. They're not going to cover. Denver and Houston. Houston a 9-point favorite. Has anybody seen Denver play lately? Denver's playing like Washington right now the last 2 or 3 weeks. They're actually playing with a little bit of pride. Houston's got a good defense, but Denver, don't take Denver's lightly. I don't think Houston's going to run all over them. Houston wins, they don't cover. 24-20. Take Denver in the points on that one. Detroit and Minnesota. Now listen right here. I saw this point spread this week, and I about flipped my wig. Detroit at Minnesota. Minnesota's a 13-point favorite. 13? No. They're better than Detroit, but they're not 13 points better. Hell no. 31-20. Minnesota wins. They don't cover. San Francisco and New Orleans. New Orleans, you've made mistake after mistake after mistake. You had Bridgewater as your quarterback. He wins 6 in a row. You're getting a Hall of Fame quarterback coming back the next, after the 6th week. You tell Breeze, when we lose a game, Drew, you won't be back in the game. No, they didn't do that. They immediately set Bridgewater down, and they put Breeze in. Breeze just took a beating a couple of weeks. I'm sorry. I, you know, everybody has been all over San Francisco. Oh my gosh, man. Whew, man, they got beat bad by, whoever here, they got beat bad by the Ravens. Ravens are a good team. They got beat by Seahawks. Seahawks are a good team. That's the only two they've lost. They're going into New Orleans and they're going to beat New Orleans. Not only is New Orleans they're not going to win this game, but obviously they can't cover. San Francisco is going to win this game 28-26. They're going to win outright. Miami at the Jets. I tell you what, the Jets are 5-point favorites. But if you've watched Miami play a little bit in the last few games, they've played with a little bit of pride. They don't have a great offense, but guess what? Unless your name is Colin Coward, the Jets quarterback's nothing to write home about either. 5 points is too much here. I think Miami wins outright, 28-23. Forget about the points. Don't worry about it. I like Miami in this ball game. Indianapolis and Tampa Bay. Indianapolis, do you remember 5 weeks ago, Indianapolis was unbeatable almost. Jacoby Brissett was setting the world on fire. And then all of a sudden it just stopped. What the hell happened? Now they're 6-6 fighting for their playoff lives, and they're going to Tampa, and Tampa is a 3-point favorite. I'm sorry, though. Guess what? I am not that big a fan of Tampa's quarterback. Jameis Winston does not thrill me in the least. I'll take Indianapolis in the points here. 24-21. I'm going to say Indianapolis wins the game outright. I think they're a better team than Tampa. LA Chargers at Jacksonville. Anybody that knows me knows I hate Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers is a turnover machine. Phillip Rivers, they're 4-8. They're 4-8. And they were predicted to be they're 4-8. They're 4-8. The Chargers got a great defense, but guess what? Jacksonville has a pretty good defense too. They're going to be coming down to Jacksonville to play. Jacksonville's going to have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. Jacksonville wins this ball game. Jacksonville wins 33-30. Jacksonville, it'll be a push. I'm not even going to say they cover. They're going to win by 3. Oh, no. I'm sorry. They're not favored by 3. They're 3-point dogs. They're going to win outright then. Jacksonville wins this game. Pittsburgh and Arizona. I've watched over some of this game this week as far as which way do I want to go with it, because Arizona is not a terrible team. They're just they've got parts that not in the right places. They're just not playing the best. When you got yourself a good offense as Arizona does, but I tell you what, Pittsburgh's defense is really, really tough. Just where in the hell are they going to score their points, though? Pittsburgh. Arizona, 1.5-point dog. 1.5 point, underdog. Pittsburgh's favored in this game. I'm going to take Arizona to win this one. I think Arizona wins. They're going to squeak one out of here. We're going to call it 21-17. Arizona wins this ball game. Kansas City and New England. And I'll tell you what, have you not seen the Vegas odds here? Tom Brady and who? They don't care who. New England is favored by 3 points. Another touchdown. Yeah, it's ass whipping zone, man. Yeah. They don't care who Tom Brady has to throw to. At home, he's a 3-point favorite over 8-4 Kansas City. I like New England in this ballgame for 2 reasons. New England cannot afford to lose because Baltimore's 10-2. They cannot afford to lose. And Kansas City does not have that hit-in-your-face kind of mentality like Houston, and like Baltimore. I like New England in this game. It's probably going to, you can run the tally up, but it's all according to how New England's defense plays too. New England could win this game big. Wow. I'm going to say 27-17. I'm going to say 27-17. I say New England is going to put the stops on 15. I think they're going to let him know who's boss. Tennessee at Oakland. This should be a good game. This should really be a good game. Tennessee's 7-5, folks. Mariota, they wanted to ship him out 3 weeks ago. Let's get rid of him. Bye. Now I'm not even sure he's quarterbacking for him now. I don't even know who he is quarterbacking for Tennessee. I have not watched Tennessee play since early in the season. I've seen Oakland play, and Oakland impressed me some. Their quarterback does not impress me a lot. They're at home, and they are 2.5-point dogs. Oakland is. I just think it's tough for a team on the East Coast to go out there right here at Christmas time. It's always a tough time to do that. And when you're pretty evenly matched, I like Oakland here, okay? I don't think neither team's going to do a lot of scoring. I'm going to call it 18-14. Oakland wins this game. I don't think it's going to be a lot of scoring there. Seattle and the Rams. It's a pick'em game. Well, I'm going to pick them, all right, and I'm not going to make Derek happy here. Seattle's a better team. Seattle right now has a more seasoned quarterback. He agrees. Seattle has a more seasoned quarterback. They have a more balanced running attack. The Rams don't run the ball the way they used to. The Rams used to run the ball, and they're just not doing that anymore. And Seattle's defense, they've been in people's faces, and they've beaten some good teams. They've beaten Philadelphia, who is still, who the hell knows what they're all about. But Philadelphia is not as bad as their record shows. I know that. Seattle wins this ball game. They're going 11-2. Rams could be in trouble here bad. I mean, they could get whipped. 34-17. I'm going to say Seattle wins this ball game. Monday night, the Giants and Philadelphia. Philadelphia are at home, 9.5-point favorites. 9.5 after the way they've played the last 2 weeks. But we know that Jones is hurt. Jones is on the sidelines. Is Eli Manning gonna play? And then, really, how? Number one, you're gonna be playing in 25-degree weather. Could be snowing. How bad does Eli Manning really want to get out there after he's been benched all year long? I don't see Eli really putting on a show here. I think the show is going to be the Philadelphia defense in this game. And it's not like the Giants have a big defense either. This could be I was talking about 9.5 points, but I'm looking at a Giants team that's only 2-10. They're not good. They're not a good team at all. Philadelphia has fun this week. 34-13. Philadelphia beats the Giants up. They beat them all around. And my lock of the week is going to be that game. Philadelphia and the Giants. Put your money on it. I like that. I like that game. Even 9.5 points. I like that. And we'll see what happens. So that should be pretty good. I'm expecting Mrs. Robb home any time now. I've not gotten a message from her. She left about 5:30 from Philly. She hadn't had time to get home yet. I'm expecting her about 1 o'clock, I guess. So I'll be on or about between now and then. You guys, I would love for anybody watching tonight to leave in live chat or either leave in the comments below of the games you've seen me play. And even if you have to go back in the archives and see the games that I play, Which one would you like to see me play? Which one would you like to see me pull back out on the table here? My table is just right here beside of me. It's right here next to the kitchen table. Wife be home tomorrow, but she's all cool about it. She's all cool about me and my games. So do that. Leave a message in the comment section. If it's wrestling, if it's boxing, if it's my soccer, if it's red, white, and blue racing. I haven't had that on in a while. I'm actually going to go, I think, tonight and order some Legends of Wrestling. I think I'm going to get me some new wrestlers for that set. If you haven't seen me play that before, you definitely need to go back to one of my archives. Check out Legends of Wrestling. If you prefer, go check out Dave Little's channel. Dave Little has an just a lot of the wrestlers and Legends of Wrestling. It's a real fun game. You don't have to have a lot of wrestlers, and after you get a few, then you always want to order a few more. And Phil Singer Games, they are great about it. They get them out to you quick. They're not bent. And you get to kind of pick your wrestling organization or whatever wrestlers you want, you can kind of pick them. And I have the ones I want in mind right now. So I think probably while I have a little bit of time tonight, I'm gonna kind of add a list, make me a list, check it twice, as you say, and see who I think I want to get as far as my wrestlers, and then see if I can find a set in Phil Singer's games that matches up with what I want. But that's a fun game. I think it's the most fun wrestling game. Face to the Mat is okay. It's not my favorite. And in Face to the Mat, I have extra wrestlers there too. Before it's over with, I may even turn around and sell that game. I don't know yet. So I've sold some of my other games and traded them and done some stuff. But I still got 5 play.com games. So yeah, definitely leave it in my comment section. What game you like that I played that you like to watch? Soccer, baseball. I got 2 or 3 baseball games now. Red, white, and blue racing, wrestling, boxing. Golf. I've got a couple of golf games. I've got a lot of stuff. So let me know which one you like to watch. You can always catch me on here. If I don't get back to you within 2 days, probably I'm in the hospital or I'm somebody's planting me in the ground. But no, I'm trying to joke. I'm not trying to joke about that. I'm sorry. But generally, within 2 days' time, if you leave me a message, I'm right there on it, and I can get right back to you. So yeah, leave it in the comments below the game you want to see me play. Some of these guys are so good. Atma Bryan has been playing a lot of different baseball games back from the early 1900s. Very fun to watch. Dave Little, he calls basketball games better than anybody, but he's better known to me for his Heartland Championship Wrestling. Legends of Wrestling does a great job with that. Alan Shaw takes this Soccer Blast game. It's new to him right now, and he just got Play United. And that is the YouTube following he's got. Some of us are players, and you got to go back. If you haven't been keeping up with it, you need to go back and watch some of Alan's videos. We've played a couple of games already, and I'm not going to tell anybody the record we got right now. I was hurt both games, so I was officially out both games. But I'll be back from game 3. Maybe he'll put me in the lineup. I don't know. I haven't talk to him about that. Who else do we watch? Guys? ID Jester, you never know what kind of baseball. You hadn't gotten into the game yet, Derek? Yeah, he's maybe he's holding us back. Maybe he's holding a couple of bullets for the next round, right? Uh, but yeah, you guys have got to get a good look at the cookies she brings in. She and her 4 friends, my wife and her 4 friends, made over 6,500 cookies from Thursday till this afternoon, and then all she did pack her amount of cookies, what 1,200, 1,300, whatever, into the car, and she's driving back tonight. So she'd been up all day making cookies, and now she's driving home. So big ups to my wife on that. Big ups also to Bobby Catalano. She got one of my wife's swags. She purchased it on YouTube. Anybody that knows somebody that has a mantle sort of like this, I'll show you what we got going on. Doesn't matter the season of the year. My wife's got that covered. Doesn't matter the season. Okay. I don't have any lights on it yet. I put this up while she was gone. Right there, folks. That's a Christmas one right there. She has all sorts. She has Christmas, not New Year's, but she has Christmas, fall, Valentine's Day. She has all sorts. And I'm gonna have a YouTube sale the rest of December. It's going to be a sale for everybody in the YouTube community. There we go. So she sells them at a different price, a higher price than what we're going to sell them for on here. And you'll get to pick the one you want. So if you've got a grandma that's got a mantle and you want to find something for her as a gift, great gift. Great gift. We'll get it out. I'll have it out next day. It won't be a problem, and we're not going to fiddle around with nickels and dimes, and I'm worried about that. If I have to pay a little bit of the shipping myself, I'll do it, but they're going to be $25 plus the shipping, and I get them out to you, and as light a container as possible. That's one thing. Excuse me. That's the one thing I'm going with. A little bit lighter container with everything. You can see I've been drinking a beer or two tonight. Yeah, if you got grandma, you got mom, you got aunt, uncles, whoever is, and you know you have to buy a gift for them, definitely check my channel out. And Bobby Catalano, Alan Shaw, his wife has got a few, and we shipped them all to England for him, his wife. So yeah, definitely check back with me here at YouTube if you got a gift you want to give somebody. She's got 4th of July swags. She's got all sorts. St. Patrick's Day, Easter, all sorts. She's got almost every season you can think of. A fall one, and then one from the fall, and then a separate one for Thanksgiving. Got the turkey and all that stuff. And then she's got a bunch of Christmas ones still left. So I'm sure, if somebody wants one, what's today, the 8th? It's going to be the 8th here in about 45 minutes. I can have it in your house this week. I can have it at your house anywhere, continental U.S., the inside 48 states. Not going to ship it to Canada. Not going to ship it to Mexico. If I know somebody, we can work it out. We'll get it to you. We'll get it to you, and that should be. Look at that. They score again. No, they didn't score again. It's getting to be a whitewashing now. It's starting to look bad. Wisconsin's starting to get tired. But yeah, it's that's just something I'm doing for my wife. I'm not really saying a lot about it, and she's got a ton of them though. She's got 20 or 25 of them. I've got pictures of them where they're hanging up downstairs. Here they are. Look at that. Look at those. She's got all sorts and colors there. Check it out. I can't get it to. Ohio State, Oklahoma, Clemson, LSU. Um, I'm hoping LSU gets number one. We'll see. I'm hoping LSU moves to number one. I think they deserve to. Um, Ohio State played well second half, but they played terrible the first half. We'll see. It probably will be that way. Ohio State, Oklahoma, Clemson, LSU. And then I think probably it'll be I think Oklahoma could beat Ohio State. And then I think it'll be Oklahoma, LSU in a championship. That's my pick. And I don't think nobody can play on LSU's level. They get the best quarterback. And Tua, I'm sorry, Tua. You're going to be a good quarterback, and you may even be a great quarterback in the NFL. Anybody that takes Tua over the kid at LSU is nuts. You're crazy. You are crazy. This kid today played with such. I mean, he keeps his head up like Brady. He runs around like Rodgers, and he's as fast as some of those like Favre. I mean, he gets around the field like crazy, man. He's got a lot of good attributes. Burrow, is his name Burrow? Burrow. He should be the number one quarterback to go. Now, I'm not saying he should be the number one all the way, because there's some great defensive players out there. You can't overlook those. But I think he should be the number one quarterback. Tua's been hurt too. Tua's been hurt. That kid right here, man, I tell you, Burrow, he's the real deal. Oh, I think he's won the Heisman. I don't think he's got to worry about that. I think the Heisman's his. It's probably a blowout there, but I think he should be the best. I think he's the best quarterback. And I've seen a couple of them from out west. Now, that's when you got to go out west to the Pac-12. Go out there and look at some of their quarterbacks, because they got some good quarterbacks. But they haven't been, they haven't had to rush on them like some of these guys in the Southeast. These boys, Burrow has had, Georgia, Alabama, Florida. He's been tested. Texas A&M, well tested. And then, he passed every test with flying colors. So I just don't see one of those other three teams beating him. Ohio State, you saw what they did tonight. They ain't got nothing for them. Clemson, I don't know. It's all according to how Trevor Lawrence plays. Trevor Lawrence can really they come out with some good players. A lot of them UCLA, Washington State, kid from Washington State, or Washington, was it? His dad was a quarterback. Those are the ones you got to watch. You got to watch them close, because they've been taught since little kids that this is what they want. And, they more often than not, those ones that their dad was a quarterback or whatever could be good. Get tired. I don't want to get tired. Like I said, I'm setting up waiting on the wife. Should have played another soccer game, is what I should have done. So I fixed chili today, guys. I made chili all on my own, and tastes good. Tastes good. Not that I don't make food. I do all the cooking here, but I got a pot of it over there. I don't know whether the wife's gonna want it or not, but I've got some waiting there when she gets here. So should be interesting. So Derek says Ohio State keeps number one. They probably will. I hope they don't. Oklahoma, hands down, is the fourth team in. Can't be Georgia. Cannot be Georgia. Yeah. Georgia. Yeah. It's got to be Oklahoma. So, we'll see what happens. So, probably it will be Ohio State number 1, LSU number 2, Clemson number 3, and Oklahoma number 4. Personally, this is the way I would do it. LSU number 1, Clemson or Ohio State 2. It doesn't really matter there. Clemson or Ohio State 3, and then Oklahoma 4. And then I would have LSU playing Oklahoma and Clemson and Ohio State playing one another. That's the way I would do it. I wish they would, but I don't think they will. My lock of the week is the Eagles over the Giants. Poor old Redskins and going to Green Bay, but hey, they've been known they've pulled some upsets against Green Bay in the last few years. They're capable, but I just don't think you have enough, especially going to Lambeau. Won't happen. They won't win, but they may cover. They may cover. I hope they do, and that'd be nice. And we'll see about that. We'll see about that New Orleans game. I think the 49ers show their real self tomorrow. If the 49ers lose tomorrow, then you got to start worrying about them. Even they'll be they'll be a wild card team at best, and maybe hosting the Eagles or hosting Minnesota or somebody coming out their way, and that should be that'd be all right. But I would rather see them win their division. I think it'd be a lot better. So we'll see. Yeah, leave all your comments in the comment section, guys. I would really appreciate that. It could be, who knows what I might pull out of the hat to play, and then I got to see what me and my wife's got to do as far as preparing the house too. I put the tree up. If you didn't see that, I put the tree up, but I did not put any decorations up. That is not my thing because my wife says it's not my thing. That's her thing. She likes to do it. So, well, you got to put some lights and all that stuff up. Once we get it looking all nice to her, then I'll show you guys around the house again. All right. You guys have a great, great Saturday night. I think Mr. Sean done fell asleep on us. He was staying in his grandma's tonight, all week long, in fact. Derek, Rams Chiefs fan instead of Derek Dodgers Royals fan. Derek, Rams Chiefs fan. Also, Interzone. Thanks so much for coming by tonight. We've had a few others slide by, I'm sure. Ken Castro slid by for a few minutes. Thanks to him. Anybody and everybody, have a great, great week. Trying to figure out where to go fishing next. Who knows? But I'm going to try to find a place. Till I see you again, God bless. Have a great, great, great week. Probably won't be here tomorrow, but I could be. If there's a chance I am. Oh, it hurts me right there. I'm a Man City fan. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, Man U won in Man City today. They won at Man. Yeah, they went on the road and won. That was an impressive win. You guys, I'll see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching my channel. Thanks for supporting it, and thank you, YouTube, for kind of keeping things in straight order there and letting us know what's good, what's bad, and indifferent. Okay, thanks a lot, guys, and God bless.